What's happening, guys? Luke McGuire here, and again, a really big thank you for coming and checking out the Social Autobots JV page and becoming a part of this launch. It's going to be really, really fun. I'm really excited for this one because I haven't done a launch in about 6 months because I've been focusing on making this an absolute monster, which I think I've really done, and I'm really excited for you guys to give it a go and get your hands on it and get this out to the world. Um, what I wanted to say about Social Autobots is that I think in the right now, everyone is focusing on paid ads, on getting in people's news feeds, and pushing ad links, retargeting, so many different ways, which do work and they do convert. But I think a lot of people have just forgotten about that real organic traffic and that way of creating relationships and just actually going out there and interacting with your audience yourself. So going out and messaging someone, adding someone, liking a picture, interacting with it, updating your news feed, rather than just seeing it as a post, actually starting that conversation with people. I know I've met a lot of you purely through either you interacting with me or me interacting with you through social media. And that's the best way to network with someone, is actually by going out there and interact with what they're doing and show you like what they're doing, and they're no doubt going to see that notification on their phone. They're going to see that little red dot pop up saying you've got a new notification from Luke or whatever it might be. But obviously the problem has always been we don't have the time to all day, every day be trying to add people, network with them, like their comments, post on their updates, try to start a conversation. And it'd be amazing if we all could do that all day, every day. But it's obviously a very hard thing to do and to manage. But that's why I did create Social Autobots, and I think you guys are going to be really, really happy with what you see in a second, because this is going to automate that entire process. You're going to be getting leads every single day, and you're going to be getting the right leads and having the right conversations with the right people for free through organically interacting with your audience. So let's get the Social Autobot software up. Let's run it through it right now. And again, I hope you like this, and if you need a review copy, give me a shout out after you watch the video. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so welcome to the Social Autobots homepage. You can see from the very beginning, it's extremely minimalist and clean. I've created it this way throughout the whole software so that it's extremely hard to not know what to do. I've made it so you can open any page, you know exactly what needs to be done depending on what you're trying to achieve. And I'll show you all this in a minute, but it's a very easy to use and very hard not to know what you need to do. Another really cool thing is that I built this for both the PC and the Mac, so no one's going to miss out here. I'm an avid Mac user. I actually built this originally so I can use it personally on the Mac, but I built it for PC now as well, so everyone has that opportunity to use it. And especially with launches, a lot of people lose a lot of sales right away because the software they build is only for the PC. So that whole Mac segment is not even getting touched, which is a very profitable segment, and it's going to make a big difference. So this is going to give you the biggest chance to convert here as well, because it's built for both platforms and it simply just works really well. So I'll show you how that works now. This is the only software that actually includes both Facebook and Instagram into the same software that can be automated and run side by side unanimously. And again, I'll show you this now. So let's just jump straight into it. What you'll do is you'll add your accounts in, whether it be Facebook or Instagram. You can add in multiple accounts if you want to optimize 5, 6, 10, 50, however many accounts you want to, or profiles on both. And then what we'll do is we'll open up the Facebook side of things first, and I'll show you that. With Facebook, there's about 4 main ways you can actually interact with people, generate traffic, and grow pages. It's either through a fan page, through your personal profile, through a group, or through an event. And we have a module for each of those now. So I'll open them up now for you. So this is the group module here, Facebook groups. So say, this gives you a lot of different options depending on what you're trying to achieve, but I'll just run you through a few examples now. Say I wanted to join groups from my personal profile that have to do with tennis because I want to interact with people that are interested in tennis. I'll go group scraper, I'll use a single keyword, I'll type in tennis, and I'll hit start. It's going to go out and gather all the groups that have anything to do with tennis. You can do this again with online marketing, with anything you can imagine that you want to target. You just type in the keyword there and it'll find it for you. I'll stop that there. You can then see how many members are in each group. You can see what the group URL is. You can export this document. You can then edit it if you don't want to join all those groups or have those groups there that you want to be a part of and start to interact with. Once you've decided what groups you want, or if you want all of them, you just hit join group, hit start. It'll go out and then request to join all of these groups. Once you've actually been accepted by these groups, what you can then do is then you can go out and post text message, post an image, or post a video to all of the groups that you upload on complete autopilot without having to open up each profile, having to open up all the different groups, entering the text, waiting for the image to upload over and over again. It's very time consuming. Good example of this is when we are often posting launch announcements or updates in our different JVZoo groups, Warrior groups, whatever it might be. Time consuming thing that takes a while, so we can do this whole process in complete autopilot in the background, which is going to save us more time to spend doing things that are going to make us more money as well, which is pretty cool. Another cool thing with this group inviter here is we can invite people to our own groups that we create via our email list. So right now in your if you have a Facebook group or if you create one, what you can do is you can invite your friends to your group. But the only way to invite emails to your group is if you enter them one by one, which is very time consuming. If you have a very big email list, or even if it's, I don't know, 50 odd, that's still a very frustrating thing to enter one by one. But what this allows you to do is invite your whole email list to your Facebook group, send them a request to their email right then and there. So even if you're not a friend of them, what you can do, a friend of them on Facebook, what you can do is invite them to your group, which will give you more traffic to your personal profile because the invitation's coming from you, and more traffic towards your Facebook group that you're trying to set up. So that's quite a little powerful tool just in itself just there. What I'll do here is I'll open up the pages because it's similar to the groups in the sense that what we can do here is we can scrape the pages that are related to whatever keyword we're looking after. We can then like that page on all those pages on autopilot. We can then post images, text, and videos to all those pages. Another feature I added here is download picture. You'll see a lot of these top niche groups, I guess you could call them. So say there's a big Fitspiration, I think it's called, Facebook fan page or Fitbods or whatever niche there is, it's going to be a big fan page around it. And what these pages do, they're posting motivational images every day. They're posting content every single day. Lots of imagery, lots of graphics, lots of really cool stuff like that. And what these groups do, they bounce off each other. They take content from one another, they repost it, they reshare it. And this option here allows you to go in, put in someone's URL, a fan page URL, and it'll let you download their imagery onto your desktop. So you can then schedule that imagery onto these fan pages you're trying to grow virally right then and there, which is going to save you a lot of content, getting in a lot of time, which is a pretty cool little feature I thought to add into this here. You've then got the friends section. So this looks at your personal profile. So what we can do here, we can either add friends from a keyword. So we can enter a keyword and it'll add friends according to that keyword. We can add in a competitor URL. So say I'm trying to add friends that are into entrepreneurship. I'd enter, say I put in Richard Branson's Facebook fan page. My profile will then go out and add the people who are interacting with that fan page. So if they're commenting on it, liking their posts, this will then add those people to my profile, which I can then from there invite them directly to my fan page that I'm trying to set up, to my group. You can see how this really works and how you can really build up a really viral, organic way of building your pages here and interactions here and just creating a relationship even if you don't invite them anywhere. So that's a pretty cool little feature here. What you can also do with this is once you've got your friends added and they've accepted you, you can then post text messages, videos, pictures to them all. It can be a generic message. So this is obviously when the marketing comes into play, is what you're actually going to write to them to make it look organic, make it just reach out like you want to know, because half the time you want to know what all your friends are doing, but you can't sit there all day messaging them all, and this is going to take care of that for you, and you'd be really surprised in how really good the return is here of just putting a bit of positive energy out there, starting that conversation. They're going to come back and talk to you without a doubt. They're going to get push notifications on their phones, their Facebook, little red +1 icon is going to pop up. It works really, really well, which is a cool little feature there. We've added in an event section here because I know some people are big on building events if they're trying to promote, again, like a launch party or a club promotion or whatever it might be. Again, similar principle. You can create your event here. You can then invite people from here, which is pretty cool as well. Let's jump over to Instagram now. So Instagram, I find literally it just dominates. I love it. It's so much easier to grow huge fan pages. I mean like million+ fan pages compared to Facebook, and you can do it for free. You can do it organically, and this tool just dominates for Instagram. So let's look at the comment liker first. What this does, say for example, we'll use hashtags. Everyone knows what a hashtag is. If you don't, it pretty much categorizes an image into a category where you can search that category, that hashtag, and find pictures in that niche. So say I wanted to sell a surfboard wax, for example. I could type in the hashtag here, surfing, surf, waves, Hawaii, for example. Then what I can do is I'll type in a single comment that I want to go out onto all the pictures that have these hashtags on them. So I can type in awesome picture. I think you would love our surf wax. Or I'd love to give you a coupon for our surf wax, or whatever it might be. What you can do then is you can hit comment and like, hit start. It'll then log into the Instagram account you've added here. It will then go out and comment and like, if this option is selected, on every single photo that's in any of these hashtags from surfing, surf, waves, Hawaii. Straight away, you're going to get people coming back saying thanks for that, awesome picture on your pictures, following you back. Really cool stuff like that. You can only like if you don't want to add a comment, so you just want to like photos, which can look more organic if you think your comments are just too cheesy, but you can also upload multiple comments at once, so you're not just adding one generic comment on all these pictures and it might look a bit weird. You can do lots of different generic comments that really just start that relationship, and people are going to be coming back to you right away and interacting with you, and then you can start the conversation further with them there. Another cool feature here, comment on users that only have X amount of fans. So say I want to find people that are Insta famous, that are people that are only famous really for having a lot of followers, they're not really doing much else. There could be lots of reasons why they are, but for this argument's sake, say I have a product, I want to give some samples out to people who are Insta famous, which is pretty much getting a celebrity promotion for next to nothing, or for even for free, just for sending them a free product. This means if I type in 10,000 here, it's only going to go out and interact with people that have 10,000 followers or above in these different niches. So you can really count it down to that niche, which is pretty cool, I thought, as well. And then that way, that's what I do all the time with a lot of my offline products, like my teeth whitening, or my tanning lotions, or anything like that that I sell. I can find these people very easily. It's going to interact with them for me. I'm going to get direct messages in my inbox from the comments and stuff that it's posting on their walls and on their feeds, and you're going to be able to convert them very quickly. And if you can get a shout out from something that has 10,000, 100,000, 500,000 people for free for sending them a product, or paying them $100 to put your link in their description, it's very, very well worth it. And again, I go through all this in the training, but this is just one example. What you can also do here is user ID, so you can then go out and comment and like on people's photos of your competitors. So say, for example, let's use this one again. I'm a surfboard wax company. There's a surfboard wax company on Facebook that has 10,000 followers, and I want to interact with just their followers. All I need to do is type in, put the single user. I then put their username here. So say it might be Surf Wax Hawaii, if that was their username. And then all I need to do is then hit start, and it will go out and comment any of the comments that I've uploaded, depending on what I select here. If I want to comment and like, or just like their photos, it will like my competitors' followers, and it'll comment on my competitors' followers' pictures, which is super, super cool. And it's a bit sneaky, but it's a really good way of organically starting that conversation with your right market right now. This is the same again for following, so we can then follow our competitors' fans. We can follow people in specific hashtags, And by following someone, people are like sheep. They're going to want to follow you back as soon as you follow them, because it's just human nature. We like doing what other people are doing. And if it's the right market and you see that you get a notification that someone new follows you, you're going to check them out. You're going to like their photos. And a lot of the time you'll follow them back if it's what you're into. So this automatically will follow people in your market 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And again, you can follow your competitors' fans directly, or just follow people throughout their hashtag. So that's pretty cool there as well. Also, if you want to get some imagery for your Instagram pages and you want to take them from your competitors, I know it's a bit of a sneaky option, but I know people have asked for it, and I've seen it, just tools that just offer this, that are so expensive. What you can do is you can literally just export your images, put in their username, and it'll download all their images onto a folder for you that you can use straight away on your Instagram. They're perfectly sized, which is an issue often with Instagram. People are always having to resize images, trying to crop them. It takes a lot of time, but with this, they're perfectly sized. They're ready to go. You can select which ones you want. You don't need to use all of them, but then you have all that content there ready to go, which is super cool. Help over here, the unfollow option. So with Instagram, you can follow 7,500 people, and then that's the maximum you can follow. As many people as you want can follow you, but that's as many as you can follow. I've added this option here, which I think is really cool. Say you have the following options set up, and you're following a lot of people every day, and you're getting a lot of followers back. Obviously, not everyone's going to follow you back, and it looks better if you have less followers than people you're following. I've added this option here, so you can either unfollow, if you follow everyone, and you can then unfollow everyone on autopilot. You don't need to manually do it. But what I like about this is I put in a feature here, so it's only going to unfollow people who have not followed you back in X amount of days. So if people have followed you back, you're not going to unfollow them, and it's not going to look bad for them. They're going to be like, oh, where's that? Why doesn't that person like me anymore? This option here allows you just to unfollow the people who have not followed you back, which are obviously not that interested, which is a really neat little feature, and that really helps build that trust with the people you are following. Means you're only following people that are interested in you, and then you can continue commenting on just the people who are actually part of your following group through the other option here, which is super cool and easy. Finally, this is a little bonus thing I added in here. It's a YouTube downloader. Obviously, when it comes to posting videos on YouTube, they're actually going quite viral at the moment. People love, on Facebook, people love seeing viral videos. It's a really great way to break up any Facebook fan page or profile or anything, to create a bit more engagement and split it up from the whole business talk. So what I've done here is I've added in a download video URL option, which goes out and grabs the most viral videos of right now that are online. It'll save them to your desktop. I'll show you an example. So say I want to get 50 viral videos that are right now. We're going to hit start, and it's going to go out and it's going to grab 50 viral URLs right now. I can just copy and paste them, schedule them into my Facebook account, so I can have a viral video that goes out every single day. So I'm not needing to find any of these viral videos, but that's just something I've always done with my online marketing, with my clients' pages. Always broken it up with a bit of a fun video, and it's always been a process to find them, but this just does it for you right here and there. So there's 50 videos, that's 50 days worth of one video a day. So that's pretty cool, and that took 2 seconds to do. So I know this video's probably gone a little bit longer than what I thought it would, but you can see this does a lot. And again, I'd love you to have a go of it. Let me know what you think. We're constantly going to be adding to this as well. This is going to be a product that's going to be around for a very long time. This is not just going to be a launch week thing like a lot of software seem to be, or some new Google update comes out and slaps it or something like that. It has nothing to do with that. This is going to be used constantly, which is why I've got the month-by-month competitions, and I'd love you guys to keep on supporting it. So, but obviously launch weeks where all the best deals are going to be made, and you guys are going to dominate on this. And if you need anything at all, please hit me up. I'm here for you guys 100%. Review copies, whatever you like, send me a message and let's get this done. All right, guys, thank you for watching this whole video. And again, I'm looking forward to doing this launch with you. Thanks.